everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is on this really pretty spring makeup look today. It's so nice outside, so I wanted to do the first spring look of the year. This video is also a little bit more exciting because I actually am giving away a $50 Ulta E gift card in this video. So definitely make sure to stay tuned to see how you can enter to win that. And I really hope you guys enjoy this look. Before we get started, please make sure to like this video, subscribe down below, and let's just hop right into this makeup look. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyes first today. So I'm going to prime them using some concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 145. And it's really, really light for me, but it's a really good concealer. But I like it to prime my eyes because it makes all your eyeshadow pop since it is so bright. And then I'm just blending that out with this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I did already do my brows, but I'm just going to have to fix them up later. Like I always mess them up if I do them first, but so they're like partially done. And then I'm just setting that down with some translucent powder. You can really use any translucent powder. It really doesn't matter. Or like a skin colored eyeshadow works really nicely too, just because we don't want it to be tacky, otherwise your eyeshadow like won't really blend as well on top. So setting it down really makes it all blend like really smoothly. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm going to take the shade, where is it? I'm going to take the shade Riff right here because it's like a really light kind of caramely brown color, and I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to use this as my crease shade, my transition. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe M433, and I'm just going to start working this, oh, it's really pigmented, into my upper crease up here. The shade's a really pretty transition shade. Okay, my brushes need cleaned really bad. I wiped this one off, but it's the Morphe M518. I'm just going to take it and with no additional like eyeshadow on it and just kind of blend this shade out just so it's really nice buffed out. I want this look to be really like seamless. And I'm just going to kind of go back and forth. I'm just adding a little bit more of that shade Riff, and then I'm going to go blend it out until you get the desired color that you want. I do want it to be pretty pigmented, but also really blown out as well. Okay, so now that we have that down, I'm going to go into my Morphe 35B palette, and this is where it can go good or bad. I'm going to take this bright yellow shade up here. This one has shimmer in it. I'm going to take the matte one on this just Bare Essentials, I don't know, just like a fluffy flat brush. Really pack it on there, and hopefully this goes how I envision it. Okay, that's pretty. That's not bad. Okay. Whenever I work with colors, it can just go really bad really quickly. But I'm so excited for spring. I'm just like, I'm so over the cold weather here, and all this like warm weather just puts me in such a good mood, and I'm just so excited. Okay, that's a really pretty yellow. So now I'm just going back in with that shade Riff and really just making it more vibrant, deepening it up, because I feel like we lost some of the color when we applied the yellow, and I'm probably going to have to go back and forth between these two shades quite a bit, just because usually whenever you blend like two colors together, especially that are like completely different, you kind of lose some of the pigmentation. So a good way to like keep everything nice and blended but also pigmented is to keep going back and forth and like almost like a sandwich, like just one color then the other, one color then the other, and it just, that's why it takes so long to blend, but you'll get the best like color payoff and blendedness if you just do that. So now that we have that on, I'm going to go ahead and line my upper waterline with eyeliner to prep it for lashes. This one's a Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I'm just going to do a thin black line, and then this will just help my lash blend. I keep saying, I've literally filmed this like 3 different times. I keep saying bland. It will help your lash band blend in better with your real lashes so you won't have that gap. Just adding a thin black line just really makes them blend in and look more natural. For mascara, I'm using this Essence, what is this one? The Lash Princess Volume Mascara. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just stab myself in the eye. Volume Mascara, and honestly, you can just use whatever mascara on your top lashes if you are gonna be putting on false lashes like I am, just because like they're gonna be covered up anyways. As long as it's just like a really black mascara, any will do. And I really like this one, honestly. I've been wearing it on a daily basis and it's really inexpensive. It's only like $4. Okay, so I just applied my lashes off camera because it takes me forever, but I went with something really like long but really wispy. I don't know, I think they're just really flirty. They are pretty long, but these ones are one of my favorite lashes that I have. These ones are the Koko lashes in the style of Diva. And I really like these because they're a little bit more, I don't know. They're different than the Queen Bees, but they're also like really similar. I don't know, but I really like them. Now that we have our lashes on though, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone and kind of clean up my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Born to Run palette again and go in with the shade Breakaway. And it's like this really pretty champagne color. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my brow bone here. Kind of all the way under it. I feel like this also makes your brows look a lot sharper, just having like a lighter color under them. And then I'm going to go back in with just that blending brush. Just kind of go right on top. And then this will help blend like the two shades together. So now that the eyes are done for now, we can go ahead and move on to the face. I actually already primed, but I used my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is like my all-time favorite primer. Love it. It's just like a really good moisturizer. So use this. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 220 Natural Beige. And this has been my go-to foundation lately. I said that in my last video. It's so pretty. And I feel like just like in the spring, I don't feel like, I know. In the spring, I like a more like dewy, lightweight foundation. This one's like the perfect one for that, so. And it matches my self-tan like really, really well whenever I'm like really tan. Which I just tanned last night, so it's like a super fresh tan. And to blend this out, I'm using this is an Eco Tools sponge. It's not bad. I mentioned in my last video, like, I need to go buy like another beauty blender and a Morphe sponge because I lost both of mine. But, so this is like all I have. But the reason why I do like this one is because you can buy it at like Walmart or like just like a drugstore. So this is my favorite drugstore one. But the Morphe one is by far like my favorite sponge, like overall like beauty sponge. But I only can find those, they probably have them on the Morphe website, but I just get mine at Ulta. And I live 30 minutes from an Ulta, so I just haven't had time to like just go run and get a Morphe sponge. For like really pretty like springy makeup looks, I like a really light under eye because it makes you look just more awake and like really fresh. So I'm going to be using this Fenty one just a little bit. I'm going to have to mix it because this one is like really, really light. But I'm going to use this closer to my actual eye. I had to think about it. Closer to my actual eye and just to highlight these areas. Okay, so my camera stopped recording. I don't know how much of it I got, but I just used my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 145 and then my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light. And I'm just kind of mixing these two together, so I have a pretty bright under eye, but it isn't like white because the Fenty concealer is really light on me. But I'm just going to blend out what I can, and I'm going to take a little brush and like go closer to my eye because this Eco Tools sponge does not fit in small spaces like that. So now I'm going to go with this little Real Technique sponge that I used for my concealer on my eyelids in the beginning and just kind of buff it out closer to my eye because this can really get up in there and blend it out a lot better than the sponge. So to set everything down, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I haven't used this in forever, so I'm really excited to use it again. I'm just going to take this little brush just to set like my under eye creases so that way I don't miss any spots, just because I have to set under here really good, otherwise my mascara like transfers like crazy. So I like to make sure this area is like really set. So to set the other areas of my face, I'm first going to use this little e.l.f. brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's just like this little dome brush. And I'm going to use that to set the larger areas under my eye and on my chin here. I know, it's like so high maintenance. I'm going to be using 3 different brushes to set, but like you just have to make sure that you get everywhere. So I'm just going to use this to also set my chin and my nose too. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using this big fluffy brush. And this one's the Morphe E41. This is just perfect because it's just so easy to set like large areas of your face. I'm just kind of pat, just swirl. These areas I don't care about setting like as much, so it's easier just to go in with like just a big fluffy brush, just get it done real quick. Also, I love this like little robe that I have on right now. It's so cute. I got this actually in my FabFitFun box, and it's a robe. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to wear this for like a spring tutorial. It's so pretty. So here I am, wearing it for a spring tutorial. To bronze my skin, I'm going to be using this Too Faced bronzer. This is the Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea, and this is my favorite bronzer for like a really dewy look because it has like shimmer in it but not glitter, and it makes your skin look so healthy. So I'm going to be using this on my Morphe M530, my favorite like bronzing brush, and I just kind of mix these two shades together. I mean, I like both of them, I don't know. I just mix them together and then I start bronzing. And it's like the perfect shade too, like it's not muddy and it's not too warm. I'm also going to take it on my forehead. I'm going to try not to mess up my hair. This is like my favorite part to bronze on my, oh my gosh, that was a lot. On my face though, I love like a really bronzed forehead. I accidentally put like a lot though, so try to blend that out. Then I just kind of take it on my chin here. And under my big lip, under my bottom lip. It's supposed to make it look bigger, apparently. For blush, I'm going to use Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I'm sure you guys all know what this is. It's such a good blush, and it's like the perfect like corally shade. And I like to do this when I want dewy skin once again, just because it does have a little dewiness in it as well. And I'm just going to tap this on. This is a Morphe E4. And I'm going to put it more on the apples of my cheeks just because I want to look really flushed. Like I just got inside on a hot spring day, you know. I'm also going to bring out my nose a little bit here. To highlight my skin, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. And I'm going to take this on this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I do like this brush to highlight, but I normally use another one and I cannot find it, but this one's not bad either. This is only like a $2 brush and it comes in handy like so often. But I'm going to put it on my nose, and I also put it on the bridge of my nose, kind of like almost in between my eyebrows. I don't know, I think it's really pretty like when you highlight up in here. And then I'm also just going to just kind of pat it in this area. We already have like a lot of glowiness going on from our bronzer and a blush, so I don't want to add too much. So I'm just going to just lightly just kind of tap it up here. I'm also going to put a little bit around the top of my eyebrow. Once again, I'm not putting too much because I want it to look really natural. So before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lower lash line. I'm first going to take the shade Riff here, the same one we use as our transition shade. I'm actually taking that same brush that we used with it as well because I don't want it to be, I want it to be like really blown out, my lower lash line too. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to kind of connect that around out here just to make it look all seamless. So now I'm just going to kind of wing it. I don't know if this is going to look good or not, but we'll see. I'm going to take that yellow, and this is an Urban Decay brush that just like comes with the Naked palettes. I ran out of clean pencil brushes, so this will have to do. And I'm just going to just kind of take that yellow and bring it in my inner corner just so we can kind of incorporate it on the bottom, but I don't want to like put it on my complete lower lash line, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to kind of bring it right in here. And I guess since I'm doing that, I'm also going to kind of bring it in my inner corner as well and just kind of like wrap it around. Then taking this LA Girl brown eyeliner, what shade is it? It's like, I don't know, it's in the shade brown. It's in the shade brown. And I'm going to align my waterline with this. I don't want it to be, oh that's really dark. I was going to say I don't want it to be too dark, but I definitely want something in there. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I don't know, I almost don't like that darkness in there. I feel like it kind of made it look too harsh, you know what I mean? Okay, I had to do some damage control real quick, but I feel like it looks really good now. So I tried to put this Pixi eyeliner over the brown and then it just looked really bad. So I tried to take off the brown as much as I could and I just applied this liner over it. And then I just applied my Essence mascara. But I think it looks a lot better like this. I feel like it makes it look more springy and not so harsh. So I really like the white or the nude eyeliner in my waterline rather than the brown. To line my lips, I don't even want to show you guys this lip liner because I have not used it in so long and I don't know why it looks so bad. But this is my ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF. So don't even know why I would sharpen it that much. I'm going to try it and I'm just going to kind of line the outer part of my lips here just to kind of define them. It's almost the same color as my lips. I just want to make them look a little bit bigger. So now that we have that done, I'm just going to go in the center of my lips with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collection in the shade No Shade. And I'm going to apply that in the center of my lips here. And then for a little gloss, I'm going to go in with this Hard Candy Volumizing Lip Gloss in the shade Swan Lake. This is a really pretty shade. And just going to pat that on. I'm going to focus it more on the center of my lips here. Okay, so now that we're done with the makeup, let's get into the giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away a $50 Ulta e-gift card to you guys. And I'm doing it as an e-gift card so that way I can send it to you as soon as you win. So that way you don't have to worry about shipping or anything. You can get it right away. I chose Ulta too, so hopefully one of you can get something you've been wanting, even if it's low end or high end. So that way you have some options. And it's really easy to enter. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and leave a comment down below of your favorite drink from Starbucks. I'm always looking to try new drinks from there, and if you don't go to Starbucks, then just like Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, just anywhere like that, but preferably Starbucks because I go to Starbucks a lot. And then also leave me a way to get in contact with you, like leave your Instagram or your email so that way I can let you know that you won. This giveaway is going to run until Sunday, April 7th, and it is open to everyone, so it is international as well. That's also one reason why I wanted to do it through an e-gift card so that way anyone in the world can participate in this. And thank you so much for making it this far in this video and for watching this spring makeup tutorial, and I wish you guys the best of luck in this giveaway. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!